Okay, so we are live back again on the VBFS YouTube channel. Uh, Welcome everyone. Welcome to everyone who's watching. We'll wait, of course, wait for a few more people to gather in, but we have some new panelists on the show today. Two of our brilliant coaches from our team, Samay and Vipin, who are joining us this time. So we're going to have a detailed discussion on the round of 16 of the Euros, and also we're going to predict the quarterfinals and figure out who's going to eventually qualify. So welcome Vipin, welcome Samay to the stream. How are you guys doing?
Thank you for inviting us on this particular day, and I'm doing pretty well. Really excited to see how the Euros is going to progress now, especially after the matches we've seen so far. So, quite excited to be here.
Yes, I'm good as well, Siko, and thank you for inviting me as well. And let's see going forward.
Great. So there's a lot we have to talk about today, and we always encourage our viewers to keep writing their opinions in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer your questions. We'll be happy to contradict or contest your opinions, and apart from that, we're also going to be lining up some predictions towards the end of the stream. So, yeah, I guess a great place to start would be, of course, the round of 16. We witnessed some amazing fixtures between the top teams in Europe. Of course, some surprises have also sprung up, but I wanted to know from you guys who has been the best performer in this round of 16 specifically. And you can start with a team overall, and then a specific player that you want to highlight from this round of 16. So, समय क्या लगता है किसने आउट परफॉर्म किया है सबको?
I think Spain and Netherlands are two teams that have completely taken the competition apart. I mean, Netherlands going 3-0 in that game. Romania did not stand a chance. They had a few moments here and there where they could have won it or they were doing something, but they had no chance. Cody Gakpo, brilliant. Xavi Simons has been a live wire. I mean, this he's one of the breakout stars of this tournament. I feel people are going Jude Bellingham, Ada Guler, but I think Xavi Simons is going to be the young player of this tournament. He has lit up the game. What he's done with that Netherlands team, I mean, Memphis Depay looks like a passenger to be honest, but what Xavi is able to get out of the likes of Gakpo and maybe the others in the team, even Weghorst in the first few group games, I think Xavi Simons is going to be the guy to take Netherlands deep into the tournament. However, if we talk about a best performance from this round of 16, it has to be Diego Costa. I mean, he has been a brilliant shot stopper in the past. He's playing for FC Porto and has been a goalkeeper that has been sought after by many big clubs. But that performance, especially after an icon of the sport like Cristiano Ronaldo, falters, doesn't score a penalty, he's having an outburst. He's become a man child on the pitch. Portugal aren't playing to the best they can. And then you see that performance. It turns into, I don't know, prime Neuer, prime Yashin, saving all those shots being taken. I would say this performance is very much reminiscent of what Martinez did in the World Cup. And these are the type of performances that can transform a team, that changes momentum. So I would say Costa is the best performer in the round of 16 at the least.
Okay, that's a very interesting take, Xavi Simons. He's had a great tournament so far. Definitely, been like you said, he's been the live wire in this Netherlands team. But personally, the game overall for me, Netherlands Romania, was extremely enjoyable because it was pretty end to end. I would say, although the scoreline didn't really justify how the game went, but I think Romania defended pretty solidly, especially Dragusin from Tottenham. He had a great game, I feel. But yeah, hard luck for Romania. But Vipin, what do you think? Who's been the best player and which has been the best team in the round of 16?
So मेरे हिसाब से तो नीदरलैंड ही है क्योंकि they did really well in round of 16, even in a group stage as well, how they are playing it. And in a round of 16, one of the best game is Romania versus Netherlands. That was amazing. It's like of end to end game. You can't keep your eyes like say like that. You have to look like that, look like that. So that's amazing game for me. And if you talk about the like, Spain is really doing well, but it's look like a one-sided game. Uh, but Netherlands was good. Even Romania is also trying much better. Till the end, they are not giving up. They are just doing really well. Romania. It's like so. If you see the Netherlands is doing really well, how quick they are playing, quick passes, quick actions. But as Samay said that about the Diogo Costa, he was an amazing goalkeeper. How he stopped the in a penalty, all threes. That was amazing, literally. But for me, the best players again from the uh, Netherlands, it's a called Gapo. Gapo is a like class man. How is even if he can score like it will be like a two score and three score and one assist as well, but it's like a one assist and one score. That was amazing. How he run from the D to end, that was good. So he's really effective in the game. So for me as Gapo is like doing really well. So best player in round of 16 is Gapo. Thank you.
Great, great. Gakpo definitely, he really run riot on the defense. Arvind says, for me, Rodri has been vital for Spain's dominance so far. Um, I think I would really agree with this one because he's been like one of the silent workers on the Spain team. He gives them a lot of balance in that midfield, always doing the dirty work and making sure that Spain builds their transitions really well. Supporting Fabian Ruiz and also Pedri, I think he's had a very underrated tournament. People are not really talking as much as about Pedri and his performances, but he's really been putting some shifts in. But Samay, what do you think about Rodri's performance? And has he been this vital cog in Spain's team?
I think the entire Spanish team has been working in a way that they are basically a puzzle. It's a puzzle, and each person is fit in the right place. Rodri, yes, he's been vital. Even in the last match when he scored, it was a brilliant goal. And Rodri is known for those clutch moments. I mean, at Man City, he's one of their clutch players, and what he does, what he brings to the table, like you mentioned, he's a brilliant defensive midfielder. I would still say that Spain kind of misses their Sergio Busquets, but I think Rodri is filling up that gap the best he can, and he's bringing a different dimension to the game. But for me, I think there's one player Spain will be requiring, especially in the rounds ahead of them, because we don't know what's going to happen. That one player is Unai Simons. And Unai Simons has not had much to do this Euros. He's a fantastic goalkeeper, but he is one of those guys that can win you a shootout. Yes, like Costa did last match. He had a good outing. Schmeichel, one another example. Well, Denmark were not lucky enough to go into a shootout, but these goalkeepers, they can change the game, and Unai Simons is one of them. Some of the best examples we've seen. We've seen him do this against Manchester United in a European final. So Unai Simons is my pick from that team to be their most vital piece of the puzzle that will help them progress or maybe even win the tournament. So yeah, yes, I would agree that Rodri has been fantastic, but I think Unai Simons is their guy. He is the unsung hero of the team.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Spain has not had much to do. They haven't conceded a single goal from open play this entire tournament. But let's see, moving forward, they have a very mouth-watering fixture lined up against Germany. Um, so, Vipin, I have a question for you. So, why do you think Portugal and France are struggling to score goals from open play? What's going wrong? They're literally stacked in attack. उनके पास literally यूरोप में यूरोपियन लीग के टॉप अटैकर्स हैं, बट Somehow they're struggling to score goals on this tournament. So, what do you think is going wrong?
So basically, if you see, they are just they have a good strikers as well, but when they are trying to go inside the D, the opponents are not trying to get them inside, and this whenever they go inside, they will get lots of defenders and all. So they will facing that kind of issue, and even they are not able to try to combine it as well. When you see about the France is mostly like rely on the Mbappe. If you are, if everyone get no, say France have a Mbappe, then any team will going to just go and just defend the Mbappe and put them 2 3 defenders. What then? What he will do? So basically, in the last try, the round of 16, he was trying it. Even he was going inside and all, but he was not able to score. If you see, the maximum goals came from the inside the box, the 18 inside the 18 yard of the box. But if you're not allowing them to get inside the box, then how will you going to score and all? So that's a issue. Like there's like of combinations as missing over there, Portugal as well. So which I feel like that. So me maximum times even they face the opponents like who can play in a low block and all in that.
Okay, so Karan says so teams are playing defense on France only. Um, what do you guys have to say to this?
Uh, actually, this the sentence itself, like while they have mentioned it, France, it's actually how a lot of big teams are struggling in this tournament. Initially, what happened in earlier tournaments, we used to see that the smaller sides, the sides that just qualified, they used to play a very defensive game. They used to sit in a low block. There used to be only one or two teams that would actually try to attack all the time, but most teams used to sit in a low block. This tournament, I've seen that a lot of these teams have now said, you know what, low block's not going to work for us. We're going to change that. Some teams are playing in a very proactive manner, like Austria, we saw. Austria was playing very proactive. Turkey is another example that has a very proactive approach to the game. While the others I've seen, they're sitting in a mid block. I think one example of this is Slovakia versus England. I think they sat in a mid block. They were able to win the balls. They did not have much possession, but their goal, it basically came from that mid block. They were able to score that goal, and Pickford was easily beaten because they caught England out of possession. The defenders weren't ready. Kyle Walker was out of position. Margate did the best he could, but he was beaten. So yes, you can say they are playing defense, but it's not just defense. It's playing in different areas of the pitch. It's not just sitting, parking the bus in one place and hoping, okay, a counter attack aa jayega, we'll go and we'll score. It's a different approach to defending that we're seeing from the smaller teams. And coming back to France, I think a big problem they're having is that their forwards are not firing. They're not firing at all. You forget about Mbappe. Mbappe might be the best left forward in the world available right now, but you also have one of Syria's best. You have Mr. Thuram. If Marcus Thuram can't score, I think if you see the last match, he missed so many shots. There were so many times he could have scored. If you're not getting the likes of Thuram and Kolomoani scoring, I don't think France should just put all the blame on Kylian Mbappe. You even have an experienced hand in Griezmann. If these three guys aren't giving you that output, I think it's quite unfair to blame Kylian Mbappe. At the same time, I feel they are lucky. France are lucky because they have been getting that own goal luck from somewhere. I mean, even Kolomoani's last goal that they scored against Belgium, that was just a routine shot. If it wasn't a deflection, I feel that would have been a save. It would have been saved by the goalkeeper. So they have that luck, but that luck will run out soon. And if Mbappe can't fire, they have the quality. But if that those quality players don't buck up, they don't show that yeah we are better, we are at the standard of playing winning Serie A, we are Atletico Madrid's best player, we are a rising young talent. I don't think France has much left in the tank. So if they can't get these forwards firing, I think Mbappe won't be able to do anything.
Okay, that's a very detailed take on how France's forward line has been functioning. In the last stream, we discussed that Giroud might be given a chance in the games to come. So let's see how that pans out, so that he can get on the end of some crosses and cutbacks. Karan again says Bellingham overrated. So
To that,
we
I'd
have
like
an
to
England fan
tell you
out
how
here.
many golden balls have you won, Mr. Karan? That's my question to you if you're calling Mr. Jude Bellingham overrated. The kid's 20, and the way he's playing, the maturity he's showing, he doesn't look like a 20-year-old kid. The bicycle kick he scored against Slovakia, I mean, that was, you don't expect that from a player his age. You expect that from guys like Cristiano when they were in their prime, when they were 28, 29, not from some young 20-year-old kid who's just had one of the best seasons in his career. Yes, but he's still just a golden boy winner. He's a very young talent. You don't expect him doing what he did, that too at the end of the match, like 90 plus 5 injury time, and Bellingham pulls that out. I was not expecting England to score that way. I was expecting them to score. I was hoping, yes, we got Ivan Tony in. I was hoping Jared Bowen would have come in, but seeing Ivan Tony, I was happy. You know what? Ivan Tony comes in, he gives you that physicality in that aspect of the area. But Jude Bellingham, the way he's been playing throughout the tournament, yes, he has been not to the point where you expect him to be, but that's because he has set that expectation. He has had a season that he can expect fans to call him overrated. So I would say he's a Golden Boy winner. You have to respect that. And the way he's showing maturity in his game, I think it's class apart from the other youngsters in this tournament. Apart from maybe Javi Simmons and Musiala.
Bellingham is literally that he's really good. The calmness he showed till the end, and he scored a bicycle. That was amazing, literally. So it was good, and we have to think when we are seeing like that because he is doing really well in that age. So he's good.
So we have the next comment from Sumodeep, who's one of our really good defenders. So Sumo says that can Spain spoil the host's party? Well, we have, like I said, one of the most anticipated clashes, arguably the best fixture on paper for this tournament lined up. But we'll obviously discuss predictions towards the end. But any early thoughts, any early comments on how Spain can progress? What chances do they have? Because Germany have actually been really good. They've been the top performing team in terms of the number of goals they've scored, the number of xG that they are generating. So Vipin, do you want to take this one? क्या स्पेन जर्मनी
Yeah,
को
definitely.
हरा सकती है?
Yeah, they will going to exploit, spoil them basically. So like Spain will definitely going to do better, and they will do better. And because we have a right now, we have a good kind of players who can do very well in a defensive and attacking as well. How they are combining, that's amazing. Because they are playing as a team games, like how quick they are playing the passes and all. Even you will see maximum players, whatever they score the goals, they are trying to score maximum 7 to 6 players score the goal, and that in an open play. It's not any kind of penalty and all. So they have also scoring machines as well, and we have also Yamal. He's like really good, and even from Joe Williams, he's Nico Williams is amazing man. So they will going to do better coming. So it's agree. So let's sumo. I think you are supporting Spain. So that's good.
So Arun Ganguly says that none of the Serie A players have performed well in this tournament, evident from Italy's okay, poor
I
performance.
mean, I will agree with him to an extent,
Mhm.
but we do have the likes of Mike Mignan playing. He's also Syria. He is AC Milan's number one, and I think he's been some of the brightest parts to watch, especially in that dull French team. I mean, the France team, they can be at times quite dull to watch, but I think Mike Maignan is proving people, you know what, Syria, yes, forwards might not be playing, but I am him. I am the goalkeeper. I am the one that will save France. So I would not completely agree with them, but yes, there are a lot of Serie A players not performing to the mark. But we also have Alvaro Morata. I think Morata has now gone back to Spain. He's in Atletico, but he's also a former Serie A product. And if De La Fonte can make him look like a proper striker, can make him look like a vital part of the team, I think Serie A players, they'll get the turn. They'll get the turn, and I'm sure one or two will show you that, you know what, Serie A is the top league, and it's not. It may be kind of not at the level of playing at England or Spain, but it is a top league, and we will see those performances coming soon from those players. I kid you not.
Okay, Vipin, any thoughts on this comment by Arun? How do you think Italy has fared? Like we had, obviously coming in as defending champions of this tournament. Uh, I won't say that people had high expectations from them either. But Italy ने of course first game में तो काफी अच्छा perform करा, but after that they've been on a downward spiral. So what has gone wrong with Italy, and why do you think they are where they are right now, Vipin?
सो बेसिकली इटली के परफॉर्मेंस ने डिसअपॉइंट तो किया है. सो आई फेल कि मतलब उससे ही हम बस बाकी प्लेयर्स को हम जज नहीं कर सकते. डेफिनेटली जो सीरिया के प्लेयर्स हैं, इट्स अबाउट द टूर्नामेंट्स एंड ऑल, बट so they are not able to find the net and all. They are even not able to do better in defensively. But if you are saying about the Syria, it's like how the the team in France, the Donnarumma form, his goalkeeper is like amazing, because he shot maximum time, he stopped the shot every time. But the team is really didn't well. The acceptation was much better from them because they are defending champions. It's not like that.
Yes, and Italy is also a team in transition. We are seeing a very different team from the last Euros. In pretty much every position, there's not many players who have had this experience of playing at a major tournament. They obviously didn't make it for the last World Cup either. But let's hope. I mean, there are definitely some bright prospects like Calafiori, like Barella, of course, who's been doing it consistently now for the second tournament in a row. So maybe some Italy fans have that silver lining from their performances. But yeah, of course, they've majorly been a disappointment. Um, I wanted to ask you guys. I have a question which I'm very curious about. Of course, we've talked about Spain and Germany and France extensively, but I'm very curious to know that what is Spain doing differently this time as compared to their previous, let's say, two or three major competitions where they've not really done that well, or they've sort of struggled to replicate, their golden generation. So what are they doing differently this time जिससे उनको वो edge मिलता है और जिससे वो इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म कर पा रहे हैं इस लेवल पे?
So I'd like to
So
chime in first because I feel that the first time after the whole transition from the Spanish golden generation, we're seeing the side, we're seeing even the manager. This isn't a side that wants to just play tiki taka football. This isn't a side that has that Barcelona DNA imprint in it. It's not that side. It's a completely different side. It is a side where again Luis De La Fonte has done wonders with this team. The way they are playing, the way they're transitioning from one point of the pitch to another, it's just really wonderful. And it's not that old tiki taka. We'll play short passes. We have to outperform everyone in terms of just passing. So it's a slightly different style of play. Yes, I feel that one thing they can that can be a big weakness of them is they often are quite open. They can be quite open. They are attacking a lot, but they can be left quite open when they are transitioning, especially I think a few goals that Spain have conceded, they have been too open at those areas. They have given the opposition that space to exploit and score. So that is one thing that's slightly different. But I feel that if they're not going to just focus on one identity, one old identity, especially if you see the older managers they had the likes of Enrique for a while, and maybe Julian Lopetegui was another different case, but Lopetegui left just moments before the World Cup. So Spain, from the 2018 World Cup till at least I would say the last Euros, I think till the last Euros, till 2020, they were a team that was struggling in every aspect. They did not know what to do, and I think since having a horrible World Cup, they came back, they won the Nations League, and their style of play has drastically changed from what they used to do. And by not trying to replicate that style, by not trying to replicate that golden generation, that you know what, we are the best players in Spain, we are the best players in the world, we can outperform, outpass, outdo everything, and instead playing a style of football that suits the ability of their players. I mean, you have the likes of Morata, Nico Williams, and Lamine Yamal just tearing up the wings. You have a solid midfield. Rodri is doing the work. You have a midfield with you have a lot of seasoned players in that team like Nacho and Carvajal. So it's not just a young team, an old team. It's a combination of both, and how they're not just focusing on that old philosophy, their whole style of play changing. I think that's something. Luis de la Fonte, he's come in, he's done that. The Nation Leagues was the best example of that. He came in, he did that. They were able to get the results in the Nations League, and then they won the Nations League. So I think that was their preparation. I think that was just an example of what they will be doing this Euro, and I think it is showing. Yes, there are some things they can improve on, especially Morata not scoring that much, but I think it's still panning out well for them.
Yeah. So basically, in that day, if you see the things like one of the best example for the transforming the team from another old generation to new generations like that. So after, if you see like after 2010 World Cup and all, they are using the same squads till 2018 and all. When they are transitioning from one squad to another, they are facing lots of issue, and now they are using lots of in a squad. They are like golden generation, we can say that. So they are now transfer their team. So अब उसमें क्या है, बहुत जितने भी ट्रांजिशन उनके होने थे, जिस प्लेयर्स को ऐड करना था, दैट्स गुड. Now they are doing well, really well. Before that, they are just struggling in what, defensively. When they are in a transition, they are not able to do better. In a transition, they will going to score, concede the goal maximum time. But right now, if you see, they have a youngster players, so they are, once they lose the ball, they come up quickly in a transition and all. So they are really doing well. So now we can say that they are good now, good to go. So it's look like a previous 2010 World Cup teams like that. So the young players are now in the team. They are amazing right now. If you see every players like Carvajal, either Cucurella, even the Williamson, Padri, either Yamal, they are really good in Rodri in midfield and Morata. It's like good. So they are really, now they are complete their transition, and this is the best example for that. So we have to give them a time. When the team is transitioning, when they play together, they will do better. So that's the main thing. In a transition, everyone facing the issue, but you have to support on that time. If you are lose your patience, you will not going to build the team like that. So I would say ki, like, the team is amazing right now. They are performing better. Even didn't, if you see now, they are doing very well in every matches. Even in Albania, against Albania, they changed their whole maximum players, whole squad, but they played very well, and they scored. They won the game. That was amazing. So it's like they are on the top of the table, and they will going to do better in future as well,
So
and they
Vipin
have
is
a
very
better future.
confident. Vipin is
Yeah.
very confident, I think, of Spain beating Germany this time out. So let's see how that goes. But both of you guys really summed up the importance of having a coach who can make a team around the strengths of his players, and that's exactly what we are seeing from Spain. Scoreline Network says, "Hello, Shikhar in BBFS squad." Hi, Scoreline Network. Uh, how do you think Portugal will be able to cope with how CR7 is performing? They are unable to sub him, even seeing he ain't justice with what we witnessed against Slovakia or Georgia. So that's a very interesting comment, and that's actually something I've been wondering as well. Um, Not saying that his contributions have entirely been negative, but at some point you have to bring on players like your Diogo Jota and Gonzalo Ramos and give them a chance. Um, Somehow I felt that these games were pretty much centered around having Ronaldo score, because I just felt कि सारे players उसी को पास कर रहे थे, उसी के लिए बॉल्स बना रहे थे ताकि वो फिनिश कर पाए. आई अंडरस्टैंड कि टीम के लिए वो कितना बेनिफिशियल हो सकता है. Obviously he's the greatest player Portugal has produced, probably arguably next to Eusebio. But it's, I mean, there's a manager as well who's backing him really really well. So what do you guys think? Do you think Ronaldo will be able to cope up, or Portugal will be able to cope up with his performance? And do you think there's better things in store for Ronaldo and company in the games moving forward? Because it's not going to get easy.
So I think this Ronaldo conundrum, it is a big question on everyone's mind. To be frank, I feel this is the peak that the Portuguese squad can get. Roberto Di Matteo, I don't think Roberto Martinez, not Di Matteo. Roberto Martinez, I don't think he's prepared a plan B if Ronaldo doesn't fire, if Ronaldo's not scoring, who to bring. Jota is there, but Jota, I think, still nursing a minor injury. And Ramos, yes, he had a wonderful World Cup, but I think after the past season, what he did at PSG was hardly anything. And then you also have the likes of Otavio. I think Otavio is also in the traveling squad. So I wouldn't say that Martinez has prepped the squad in a way that he can sub Ronaldo out. He's a very integral part of the squad. I think Ronaldo brings a lot to the team. Even if you say, yes, the last match was a stinker, but Ronaldo is an elite forward. He's coming into those positions. He brings that. Yes, there are a lot other things that he doesn't do, which is a huge problem for Portugal. But he gets into those dangerous positions. He's in the box. He's movement around the box, and we know that he has that shot. Yes, forget the set piece. Yes, he had a penalty miss, which is slightly concerning for us, but I still feel that Martinez's inability to plan around a plan B for Ronaldo is what's costing them. Yes, they have had a lot of good performances. They have good players, but apart from what Bernardo and Bruno actually doing work, I've not seen anyone else actually performing up to the mark. So we can say yes, Cristiano Ronaldo can be the problem. He's not performing, but I think there are other aspects in the team that are also pulling them down. Yes, Ronaldo not scoring is a big worry. Yes, everything is being centered in a way that yes, Ronaldo becomes the first person to score in 6 or 7 international tournaments continuously. That is the story. That is the storyline we all want. And yes, the hate watch for a lot of fans has been legendary. Seeing Cristiano cry that game, but I think that Martinez's game plan has not doesn't have a plan B. Coaches should be prepared with a plan B, and I don't think he has. He has a lot of faith in Ronaldo, which is not wrong, but I think he's not planned around that. Like, what if Ronaldo gets injured? Who then? I don't think Ramos has been given the minutes to showcase what he can do. I don't think Jota, to be honest, I don't think Jota is a centre forward. Jota is a wide forward. He's a better winger than a centre forward. So I don't think they have an out and out centre forward, and that will be the downfall of Portugal. If, on the other hand, I feel that whenever Ronaldo does have a bad game, he comes back much stronger than that. So French fans, I would say that be prepared. Maybe Ronaldo might score a hat trick on you, but again, Martinez not planning around Plan B for Ronaldo will be the downfall.
Well, maybe a hat trick is kind of pushing it. Of course, that I mean, I have some bias towards France as well, and I have faith in our defense, especially in Saliba and Koundé, to contain the forwards who are, I would say, underperforming to an extent. But let's see, anything can happen in football. That's the magic of this game. Tushti Bhatia, welcome back to the stream once again. And for to everyone who's watching the stream, please feel free to drop your comments in the comment section, and we'll be happy to take them up. And do share this video and like this video, as well as subscribe to our channel for more such content. Which team has the best attackers? Asks Tushti. So विपिन भाई, क्या लगता है आपको, कौन सी टीम सबसे बढ़िया अटैक लाइन लेके जा रही है अभी, जो टीम्स बची हुई है क्वार्टर फाइनल्स में, तो हु हैज द बेस्ट
It's
अटैक?
like स्पेन के अलावा तो कोई अभी मेरे को दिख नहीं रहा. How they are. Their front three all score the goal. So Morata, here's Yamal, even either Nico Williams, they are really killing it. Even they are assisting it, they are finding the net, open play. That was amazing. So according to me, it's like that. But yeah, in Germany, it's a concerned person is Musiala a little bit. Only Musiala. But yeah, I feel that Spain have a good attacking line.
सही है, देखते हैं कौन आउट क्लास करते हैं एक दूसरे को. मैं तो बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ कल के मैच के लिए. माय आईज विल बी especially on Musiala, the way he's been performing. He has a really good chance of winning player of the tournament if they especially if they go all the way. But let's come to the predictions now, guys. It's like I said, we have some great fixtures lined up. Tomorrow we have Spain playing Germany at 9:30, and Portugal playing France at 12:30 at night. So let's take it up one by one. So Spain versus Germany. Samay, who's going to take this one?
This is an interesting match, to be honest. I've thought of a lot of scenarios, and I feel it's going to be an interesting game to watch. It's not going to be a dud fest, to be honest, and I think Germany has the quality to win the game. So does Spain, but I feel that Germany, with being the host nation, that advantage they have, I think they will be able to edge Spain out. It's going to be a tough match, but the Tony Cruz retirement tour is on fire, and I think there are a few more games left before he retires. So I think Germany is going to edge out, maybe by one goal. My scoreline prediction for this would be a 1-0 win to Germany, but it'll be exactly at the last moment. It'll be a 90th minute winner or something in the additional extra time that they get.
And for me, it will be Spain. It's like 2-1.
Okay,
Yes,
so Vipin's
but
going with
we are going
Spain.
a great game.
Samay, yeah, definitely. It's going to be an awesome fixture to watch. So we have one Spain prediction and one Germany prediction. Uh, Let me clear the air here. I feel like Spain is going to take this one as well, um, showing a lot of quality in all positions. And I think on the day they'll just be a little bit too good for Germany. So my prediction is Spain. And we have some comments as well coming in where Karan and Arvind are backing Spain to win. So let's see if Samay's prediction can come true. But I guess the consensus here is Spain. So coming to the next fixture, we have Portugal against France. A repeat of the 2016 Euro final where Eder from Portugal scored the winner. After which he kind of disappeared. That's a whole conspiracy altogether. But what do you think, guys? Portugal against France, on paper, very good teams, but of course, they've had some questionable games in this tournament. So, starting with Samay, what's your result for this one?
So common sense would dictate that France should be taking this game, no doubt. But I have a feeling Portugal's going to pull something out. I'm not saying Ronaldo will score a hat trick. I'm hoping for that, but I don't think that'll happen. But I feel that Portugal is in a way, especially how emotional their last game was. I think the Portuguese squad is in a better position mentally compared to France. France won by a fluky own goal against a Belgium team that has been underperforming since the 2018 World Cup. So I think Portugal will edge France out. It's going to be a dull match, to be honest. It'll be I think what 2-0 Portugal. I feel one early goal Portugal will get, I think, courtesy of Bruno Fernandes to Bernardo, and Bernardo scoring. And the second goal, I feel, will be coming via the legend himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think 2-0, and France will be going back home.
And for me, it will Germany. It will be going extra time, and Portugal will going to win in a penalty. That's a prediction. I feel like that they will not going to find the goal in open play. So if the match goes in extra time and penalty, that definitely Portugal will going to win that game.
Okay. So two Portugal predictions here and one France prediction in the comments. So Arvind, full support to you because I'm also backing France to win, being a France fan. And let's see. I'm not going to comment on the scoreline because I think it'll be a very cagey game. Both teams will look to, will look to score as soon as possible. I think that's going to be the key for this game. Who scores first? So yeah, let's see how it goes. The next fixture again is a very interesting one actually because people were expecting Austria to beat Turkey, but that actually didn't happen in the round of 16. So Turkey is up against Netherlands in our third quarter final happening at 12:30 on Saturday. So come on, guys, what's your prediction for this one? Who's taking this?
So I am taking it is. So basically, in that Netherlands will going to do better in that. So, but it will be a good game, definitely, because the Turkey how they did that was amazing, and they are really bad. Good, means not bad in sense. They're really good in set piece. They scored 2 goals in set piece, and that was class. It's amazing goal. It's like it was going good. It will be going a good game, but Gapo, Netherlands have good players. So they will. It's like ending with 2-1 in favor of Netherlands
I think.
because they have a good defensive line.
I think this is where Turkey's dream dark horse run comes to an end. Turkey have been fantastic. I think they've had the game of the tournament when they faced Georgia in the group stage. That was a fantastic game, and I think that will be the highlight of this tournament for them. But I think this is where their run ends. I think Netherlands has the quality. They have not only the quality, but they have the results to back that up. Netherlands has they've been performing. I think last match was a good example. Cody Gakpo is on form. Xavi Simons again, like said earlier during the stream, he's been a live fire for that team, and I think they have enough quality. I think even Weghorst, even Wout Weghorst could score against Turkey. So I feel Netherlands will take this game. I think 2-0, 2-0 to Netherlands. I feel it's gonna go.
Okay, so both of you guys are backing Netherlands to win this one. Um, yeah, Turkey have definitely had a dream run in this tournament, but I would have to agree here. Defensively, Netherlands have probably the best on paper defense in this tournament, and the attackers are just getting better by the day. Last quarter final is going to be England against Switzerland, and I think the man of the moment right now is someone who is an England fan, and he's been feeling that it's going to actually come home this time. But what do you think? Do you think that Switzerland may have a slight chance because they've actually given a good account of themselves against some really strong teams? and they're very good in their positional play. So, what do you think is going to happen?
I think Switzerland's going to dominate the game. Switzerland will be the better side throughout the tournament. I think England has quality. England has some of the best attackers that have hardly played any minutes. You have the likes of Ollie Watkins, Jared Bowen, even Cole Palmer, who's at least getting some minutes now, especially after the previous game. But England won't click till the second half. Switzerland will dominate them. England will somehow scrape through a goal, but it's coming home. It's definitely coming home. England has the bracket. England has the fixtures. England can easily edge these teams out. And while Switzerland will be the better side, Switzerland will, they will dominate England. They will make them feel, you know what, we're not doing well. England, they'll be one of the worst sides to watch actually. But England will win. It's not going to be Jude. It's not going to be. It's not going to be Harry Kane that scores. It's going to be either Ivan Toney or Kobe. Kobe Mainoo is going to be running the show. To be honest, Kobe Mainoo has been fantastic with the minutes he's played. Kobe Mainoo will be the one running the show that day for England. He'll be the bright spark. And eventually, when Ivan Toney comes onto the pitch, he'll be the one getting that one goal England require. So in extra time, England's going to take the game 1-0. That's what I have a feeling. England's going to win this. It's going to be Switzerland's game to lose, and I feel that they'll be the better side. It will be very much reminiscent of their Nations League clash for third place. I think a few years ago when Portugal won the inaugural cup. So it's going to be a bit similar to that, but it's going to be a complete collapse from England, and then they will scrape that victory and reach the semi-finals. So it's coming home. I'm not going to specify if it's the cup or the team.
So it's like England have a good squad, but they will not going to win definitely because Switzerland have a did a well. They did very well in the tournament, and as you said that they will going to dominate. Definitely, they will going to dominate, and Switzerland win by 1-0, and definitely they will win because of the error from the England team. How they are defending it right now, it's like anyone can go and exploit them. That's not. matlab, It's like England is like I can say they have a good squad, everything they have good. When they come to perform, they are not performing in that way. If you see the last game as well, just they won it. I'm saying that like just they won it for the 30 second. But let's see what will going to happen. But in favor of Switzerland, 1-0.
Okay, so of course,
What's
Samay
yours?
being an England fan is backing England and Vipin is backing Switzerland. I'm hearing some talks of England planning to play a back three in this game along with Bellingham and Foden in the number 10 positions. Um, I think that actually might be a positive change because the number 10s are actually the positions that they can operate the best in my opinion. And uh, but again, having seen them throughout the tournament, I'm not really able to build my confidence in this team, and Switzerland will definitely give them a very hard lesson this time out. So I'm going for Switzerland as well. They're going to be the surprise team in the semi-finals. And we have some comments as well saying that Southgate has the wrong map. It's not coming home. Well,
I think
that's an interesting thing.
I think I have something to say to that. Yes, Southgate has the wrong map. I think he's forgot his lucky waistcoat as well. I think if we all remember when England had that dreamy run in 2018. So I think if Southgate brings the waistcoat back, and if he stops playing Foden and Bellingham on the same wing and starts playing the likes of Kobe Mainoo more, the likes of Jared Bowen, the likes of even Anthony Gordon, I think they have a strong chance to win the tournament. And it's that waistcoat. It's that waistcoat. If they don't get that back, I don't think England's going to win.
Okay. Great, guys. I think we've covered all the quarterfinal matches and given our thoughts on how it will go. Personally, I'm very, very excited to watch all the games. Um, so thank you guys, Samay and Vipin, for joining in today. It was great to have you guys, and it was a very nice and hilarious discussion at times. But we'll keep coming in with more of these. Thank you to all the viewers as well who have tuned in and chipped in with their comments and their opinions. We hope that we get more interactive discussions in our upcoming live streams. We'll definitely be doing something for the semi-finals and for the final as well. So yeah, thank you guys for joining in.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.